全然合わねえな。よし、行くか。これ調べたっけ？調べた。このヒゲは一日で生やしてんのか。
Statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself, Mr. Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
Like a mere inspector.
なんでホームズも把握してんだよ。あ、ホームズじゃなかった。ホームズじゃなかった。警部だった。
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
優勝したのがすげえよ、あの状況で。
Your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning.
ホームズに向かってなんてこと言う
Now
の。
don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself. You're still here.
まだいたのかって何なのこい
Can
つ。
I help you, Mr. Holmes?
誰だルーベン・フィッシャーって誰なのそもそも。
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
もう調べらんねえじゃん。そこ何その点は。ああ。
Traces of metal on stone.
はお前なんか調べられそうだ。え
The surface is damaged. Traces of metal on stone.
そう簡単に取れんのどうぞ。
The iron mounting rod is broken. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
はい、じゃあ死体を見るか。
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias' folder with some documents.
ザハリアス
These
が
drawings
誰で
represent
そも
the
そも。
Mayan symbols.
何者だよザハリアス。財布違う、スケッチブックノート。
Money was left
あ、
inside.
財布かよ。じゃあ恨みの線か。
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Dry link.
どこ調べんだよ。なんかある。
The case is scratched and dented. The case is.
開けろよ。開くんでしょこれ。あれ？どっから開けんだ。
The case is scratched and dented.
裏か。あ、ここから開けんのか。
Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
お前ミスターホームズって言えよ。
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
If I believe Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
そもそもザハリアスが誰だか知らんだけど。アリス。もういいよ。でも後ろから刺されてこんな倒れ方するか。仰向けに倒れるか。
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
What a spectacular
よく優勝
sunset.
できたなお前、あの状況で。
The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty?
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. To be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
うっすらさ、社交的って見えてんだよね、あれ、よく見ると。うっすらもう、うっすら答えがもうバレてんだよね、もう。社交的ってうっすら出てんだよ。だって2文字のねえもんな。政治活動だろ、これ。2文字のなかったかな。うっすら見えちゃってんだよ。答えが分かっちゃうんだよな。これは間違いはずがない。別にそれに関しては聞かないんだ。もういいよ、やったよ。 戻れないの？完成させてないか。あ、終了、あ、確認してないからダメなのか。間違いようがねえだろ。うっすら見えちゃってんの。
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod.
令状くれ。
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. But then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground, and believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside. You're still here. Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
中に入れさせろ。
Scratches on the stone.
順番？象、槍を投げる。ああ、象になりきってたってことか。象はもうあらかじめどかしといて、そのザハリアスが来るの見計らって殺したってことか。それまで象になりきってて。あそこにもなんかある。ああ。ザハリアスがまず葉っぱを踏むから始まるのか。ザハリアスが葉っぱを踏んで音で気づいたのか。それで気づいて投げる。で食らう。で逃げる。いや、チャールズか。ここにいたらホームズに刺さる。何に当たってんだお前は。チャールズがられて逃げると。これ OK でしょ。音に反応したんだろ。
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tukunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
まあそういうことだよな。まあいい、なんか甲冑かなんか着てたんだろう。まあそれが本当ならチャールズは容疑者から外れるが。
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
勝手に入っちゃえばいいだろう。
Only club members have access.
会員しかもう女守るタイプじゃねえだろお前は。そうだ、走れんの忘れてた。
A murder at my club.
お前それば
What
っ
a
か。
disaster for our reputation.
「誰に尋ねんだこれ。警部か。チャールズ話しかけても何もなかったから警部しかいないだろ。
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination of Scotland Yard, but nothing more. You're still here.
でも入っていいの？あ、そっちか。じゃあまだ入れないのか。入れさせろお前。じゃあ宿行くしかないのか。移動したくないんだよ、ロード長いから。ワトソン何してんの？
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson.
あ、いたの。
Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
いや、一さっきまで倒れてましたけど。
Anytime, Holmes. Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
お前なんか帽子おかしくねえか。
Please, sir, release my son.
お前なんかこの間までホームズがしてた髪型に似てるな。
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols.
マヤの記号。それか。
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
こいついいやつや。
The Mayan calendar. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's
本当かよ、
glyphs.
こんな覚えらんねえや。
They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
これじゃないな。まだこのページもあんのか。これとこれ。え？はい。え？あ、してない。 これ大変だな。文脈でなくね。聖なる神殿わからん。俺はその探すのは大変だろこれ。作業じゃないこれか。あ、これじゃねえよ。これか。あ、違う。似てるな。これだ。聖なる乱す。いや、わかんないよ。乱すものには呪いが今のところ文脈は合ってるぞこれ。まあ、探すの大変だ。呪いが降りかかりこれ違うよな。噴射列車像により死を迎えるってなんか変な気がするな。与えられる死を迎えるじゃな、文脈的におかしいな。これ封印されじゃなくて蘇りしかな。わからん。像により与えられる。まあいいや。次。選ばれし者だけが文脈的になんかよくわかんねえな。合ってなさそうだな。まあ、ここからまず聖なる神殿を乱す者には呪いが降りかかり封印されし像により与えられるっておかしいな。やっぱ死を迎えるかな。封印されしか蘇りし、これどっちがあるんだろう。蘇りしかな。よりで選ばれし者だけが救われる。一応これで文脈合いそうだけど。
Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy.
合ってんの？
It's not only a calendar, it's a curse.
あ、合ってんの？も
Zacharias
しかして。
Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
合ってんですか？間違ってたらどうなるのかもわかんないけど。 合ってるとも間違ってるとも言えるね。合ってんだ。もう直せなそうだしな。これもうおかしいだろ。じゃあ犯人はチャールズだ。これ合ってんのか。こんにちは。うわ、えぐ。目開いてたんだ。
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
はい。
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer.
心臓狙って当たるもんなんか。も
These scars are all.
はややり投げの選手じゃなきゃ無理だろ。
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I need a search warrant.
あと何？
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
身体的評論。あ、くっつかねえじゃん。
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
入れないの？あ、そっか、容疑者いないのか。お前いつの間に帰ってきたんだ。
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
ワインって見えちゃってんじゃねえかよ。見え見えだよ。二日酔いって書いてあるんじゃねえかよ。銃の手入れとどう関係あるんだよ。普段銃の手入れしないのか。あ、お前も入んのかよ。
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonorable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
I'm curious to know how...
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time.
お前仲悪いの？ 会話内で尋ねる。向こうの人間か。また行かなきゃいけないのか。
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
The statue of... Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue of Spear.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
ちょっと怪しくなってきたな。他の犯人候補はどこにいるんだ。
These antiques look quite valuable.
やっぱマヤ文明に詳しい人間だろう。
It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection.
みんな死んでんのか。
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
わあ、こういうことなのかな。今んところそうと、今んところそうなるよ。
Guatemala, 1881.
チャールズが犯人なんでも、
It's Sir Charles Yellow.
あんなどうか逃げてたとか言わない方が良かったんじゃないの。
I wonder who this man is. Zacharias Greystoke. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it.
終わり。分析。会話内で尋ねて。チャールズ教に聞くのかな。チャールズに聞いてから。でも容疑者もチャールズしかいなくね。そもそもあと2人いるのかな。なんでこいつが入ってんだよ。まさか警部犯人ルートあんのか。でもこのゲーム間違っても分かるからな。正解分かるからな、いずれ全部やれば。
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
写真電報か。
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
All the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
お前やりすぎだろ。
At my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
ちょっと分析するだけか。このベイカー街っていう名前、コナンのベイカ町っての由来だろうだろう。チャールズない犯人は。
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth.
こんな綺麗に落ちんのか。もういいだろう。もういいだろう。もう見えてんじゃん。これ以上何落とすんで。もう見えてんだろ。もうほぼ見えてんじゃん。もういいじゃん、これでも。どこに当たり判定があるのかもよくわかんないし。もういいじゃん、見えてんじゃん。もう見えてんだろ。いや、難しいんだよ、これ。あ、いいの。
There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
じゃあもう一人しかいねえじゃん。
But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America, brilliant, Watson.
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I've an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime is...
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. That's poor Mr. Albiot.
あ、被害者じゃ
He
ない。
died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias, and there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue.
これ
He
出てく
created
る
it
か
over,
も。
must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Hmm. こういう存在するんじゃないの。もう結論出んの。 もう結論出していいのこれ。もう結論つけることできるんだ。もうじゃあ呪いは存在しないわ。存在しねえよ。ああ、でもそうすると矛盾するのか。あ、まあそうだよね。
ああ、そっか。チャールズが関わってるか否かっていうのが。チャールズがいいんですかね。
もう決着ついちゃうのこれ。
でもまだ登場人物が出てきてないところを見ると、やっぱり違うんだろうね。
でも犯人だってやっぱあんな証言する必要ねえもんな。あの証言したら怪しまれるだけだもん。
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too
顔
dangerous.
色悪いな。
I'll give you my
バー
card.
ナード・マリー。
Visit me there where we can talk.
え？クラブストリート、こう行くの？どこ？
Sorry, I'm working.
Gumballs Road.
Keaton Street.
探すの大変だなこれ。
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
わかんねえよ言われても。
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
知らねえわけねえだろお前。
Possum Street.
あ、ここか。
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop. Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to
こい
talk.
つにそんなパワーがあると
And
思えな
it's
いけど
safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have
Yeah,
secured
I'll-
my
I'll-
boundary, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
パワーがな
Did
きゃ
you
無理
know
だ
Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
そんなパワ
Do
ー
you
があるように見えない
recognize the
な
unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple.
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albiet's disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years.
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It's not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and to try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
あ、忘れた。
What do you mean? Did the curse get you as well?
Never mind.
え、今の質問終わりなの？
もう代わりに質問させてくれるんだ。
間違えたらもう質問できないんだ。綿密な作業。
ああ、そうだね。作業やってるわ。
複雑な。楽勝だ。
I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
ああ、でもあいつに犯行は無理だろ。
そうだね。
これくっつかないじゃん。じゃあどうすんの？
Apparently, Marley has built...
何個も作ってんの？
何すんの？じゃあナーリーについて調べるって言われてもな。
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
なんでだよ。調べらんないじゃん。切るか。